What if you could give your AI a private brain? Seriously, a brain that knows all of your company's inside information, from the latest travel policy all the way to those super complex technical specs. Well, today we're going to show you exactly how to build that brain using Google Cloud.
Just think about it for a second. We have these incredibly powerful AI models, right? They know pretty much everything on the public internet. But the moment you ask them about your company's internal travel policy or, a specific project's documentation, you get nothing. A total blank stare. It's because they're missing context. And that is the exact problem we're here to solve. And the solution, thankfully, has a name: Retrieval Augmented Generation, or just RAG for short. It's this amazing technique that connects a general, all-knowing large language model to your specific private knowledge base. To make this really click, let's imagine we're building an internal policy search assistant for our own company.
So here is the core difference, and it's a big one. On the left, you've got your standard LLM. It's brilliant, no doubt, but sometimes it can, hallucinate. It just invents facts when it runs into a gap in its knowledge. But on the right, you have our RAG-powered LLM. It doesn't guess. It can't. It first finds the specific facts from your data, and only then does it generate an answer. This one little shift makes all the difference, giving you answers that are grounded, factual, and totally trustworthy.
So how do we actually do this? Well, it all starts with building what I like to call a digital library. This is all the prep work. See, before anyone can even ask a question, we have to gather, process, and organize all of our company's documents. This is the crucial offline part of the job that makes all the magic happen later on.
The whole process really breaks down into 3 key steps. First, we ingest all the documents. We're talking all our PDFs, Google Docs, wikis, you name it. Second, we use a service like Google's Vertex AI to create something called embeddings for all that text. And finally, we store these embeddings in a special kind of database called a vector database.
And if you're on Google Cloud, this is super straightforward. You could pull your documents right from cloud storage or even grab structured data from BigQuery. And for storing it all, you have these powerful integrated options like BigQuery Vector Search or Firestore to basically house your brand new digital library.
Okay, so what in the world is an embedding? Forget all the complex jargon. Just think of it like a unique meaning fingerprint for any piece of text. It's amazing. It doesn't just match keywords. It actually captures the underlying context and the semantic meaning. This is what lets the AI understand crazy relationships, like how the concept of king minus man plus woman gets you incredibly close to queen. It's a massive leap from old-school keyword search to a true concept-based understanding.
And just like that, our offline work is done. Our digital library of company knowledge is officially built, all our documents have their unique meaning fingerprints, and everything is perfectly organized in our vector database. So now we're ready for the really fun part: answering questions in real time.
Let's walk through the online flow. This is what happens the very instant an employee asks our new assistant a question. Something like, "Hey, what is our company policy on international travel?"
It's another 3-step dance. First, the user asks their question. Second, the system creates an embedding for that question and uses it to instantly search the vector database. It finds the chunks of text from our policy documents that are most relevant by meaning. Then, and this is the most important part, it hands only those relevant facts plus the original question to the LLM to put together a final, clear answer.
So the crucial point here is that the large language model never has to guess. It isn't just searching its massive general brain. It's more like a brilliant paralegal who's just been handed the exact pages from a law book and asked to summarize them. This process is what guarantees a grounded, accurate, and trustworthy response every single time.
Okay, so getting a cool demo to work is one thing, but turning our policy assistant into a reliable, production-ready tool that the whole company can actually use? Yeah, that takes a little more planning. We've got to start thinking like architects here.
To really go into production, we've got to focus on 3 pillars. First, access control. I mean, not everyone should be able to see everything, right? So our assistant has to respect existing document permissions. Second is latency. People expect answers in seconds, not minutes, so our architecture has to be lightning fast. And finally, observability. We need logs and monitoring to understand what's going on under the hood and to fix things when they inevitably go wrong.
Now, I know thinking about these production hurdles can feel a bit daunting, but getting started really doesn't have to be. To help you get on your way, I want to leave you with 3 absolutely essential tips that are going to save you a ton of headaches on your very first RAG project.
First up, start small. And I'm serious. Don't try to boil the ocean and index your entire company on day one.
A really focused use case, like our policy assistant, is absolutely perfect. Second, obsess over data quality. Your system is only as good as the documents you feed it. You've heard it before, garbage in, garbage out. So clean up your sources first. And finally, number 3, plan for observability from day one. Build in your logging and monitoring from the get-go so you're not flying blind the second you go live.
You know, by connecting AI to your private data, you're not just building another search tool. You're creating a whole new way for your organization to tap into its collective intelligence. This tech can unlock everything from HR policies to complex engineering diagrams. So the real question is, what knowledge will you unlock first?